Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the YHC Soccer and Lacrosse Field for tonight's Peach Belt Conference and Battle of Blood Mountain rivalry men's soccer match between the Nighthawks of the University of North Georgia and your number 19th ranked Mountain Lions of Young Harris College. Just a reminder, a couple housekeeping items. If you use Snapchat, be sure to use the Battle of Blood Mountain Snapchat filter brought to you by the YHC SAC. Also at halftime, they'll have another crossbar challenge. $1 per try. All money raised goes to Make-A-Wish. Winner who hits the crossbar at halftime will win a $25 gift card to the YHC bookstore. Just a reminder, if you have a coupon for being one of the first students here, you will receive your tacos at halftime of the guys' game. Young Harris College, the Peach Belt Conference and the NCAA promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and fans. We request your cooperation in supporting the student athletes and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, derogatory comments, or other intimidating actions directed at athletes, officials, team representatives, or other fans will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. YHC and the Peach Belt have many traditions, but bad sportsmanship isn't one of them. We appreciate your cooperation in creating a safe and positive game environment. Respect, it's the name of the game. Just a reminder, spectators are not allowed to enter the competition area during warm-ups, halftime, or while the contest is being conducted.
Welcome back to Young Harris, Georgia for tonight's matchup between the Young Harris College Mountain Lions and the University of North Georgia Nighthawks. We're at the Young Harris College Soccer and Lacrosse Field, getting ready for this next round for the Battle of Blood Mountain. A couple of quick stats for you from the women's match. North Georgia goalkeeper Hannah Gowdy ended the game with 7 saves. She did an excellent job, faced 13 shots. North Georgia had 6 corner kicks, Young Harris with 2. And for Young Harris goalkeeper Nicole Medeiros, she had 4 saves while keeping a clean sheet. She faced 13 shots as well, had 4 saves. Gowdy had 7. And Young Harris won the battle of the fouls with 11-5 for North Georgia. Bailey Roche scored both goals for Young Harris. The first one coming off of an assist from Lucero Raballo at 4:24 into the match. The second coming off of an assist from Maria Martinez at 55:28 in the match. That brings North Georgia's overall record to 5-2-2, 3-1-0 in the Peach Belt Conference. Young Harris goes to 4-2-1 with 1-0-1 in the Peach Belt Conference. That'll be a nice recap. That's the first ever win for the Young Harris College women over North Georgia. That'll help them sleep well tonight. Now we get ready for the men's matchup.
First for our visitors from Dahlonega, Georgia. North Georgia is under the direction of head coach Patrice Paris and assistants Avram Allen and Adam Purvis. At goal, number 1, Matthew Shaman. Number 3, Omar Lewis. Number 5, Adam Dowdy. Number 6, Jordan Day. Number 8, Daniel Bennett. Number 9, Alex Grant. Number 13, Carl Ludwig Erickson. Number 14, Adam Farrell. Number 22, Ivan Achimovich. Number 23, Daniel Joyce. And number 25, Michael Aiken. The Nighthawks of the University of North Georgia. Now for your Mountain Lions, they are under the direction of head coach Mark McKeever and assisted by Dean Gray and Damian Westfield. In goal, number 1, Alex Iglesias. Number 3, Macaulay King.
The Nighthawks come into
4,
tonight's match
Sam Jones.
with an overall record
Number
of 4-3-0,
5, Marlon
1-0-0 in the
Montanella.
Peach Belt Conference.
Number 6,
Young Harris comes in with
Fisher.
a 5-1-1 overall
Number
record,
7,
1-0 in the Peach Belt
Mahoney.
Conference as well.
Number 9, Mikey Rowe.
Your starters for the University
Number
of North
10,
Georgia in goal,
Marco
Matt Sharman.
Micheletto.
Number 3, Omar
Number
Lewis.
11,
Number 5,
Carlos
Adam Dowdy.
Gomez.
Number 6, Jordan
Number
Day.
14,
Number 8, Daniel
Siva
Bennett. Number 9,
Andreessen.
Alex Grant.
And number
13, Carl
Josh
Ludwig
Poole.
Erickson.
The
14,
Mountain
Adam
Lions of Young
Farrell.
Harris College. Ladies
Number
and gentlemen,
22,
this time
Yvonne
please rise in the green
Osimojic.
ball hats for the playing
Number
of the national
23,
anthem.
Daniel Joyce. And 25, Michael Aiken. They are coached by Pat Paris, assistant coach Avram Allen, and grad assistant coach Adam Purvis. My apologies for bleeding over into the very beginning of the national anthem. Young Harris is coached by Mark McKeever with assistants Dean Gray and Damian Westfield. Harris will be in a traditional 4-4-3 or 4-3-3 formation. My apologies. Starting lineups for Young Harris. Number 1, Alex Iglesias in goal. Number 3, Macaulay King. Number 4, Sam Jones. 5, Marlon Montanella. 6, Donnie Fisher. Number 7, Mehdi Hadani. 9, Mikey Rowe. 10, your captain, Marco Micheletto. 14, Seba Andreasen. 17, Josh Poole. And forgive me, I am missing one person. I'll get that to you shortly. on paper with stats, we've got the two statistically best goalkeepers in the conference. Sharman for the University of North Georgia comes into tonight's match with #1 in the conference with 30 saves, and Iglesias is second in the conference with 29 saves. On the save percentage, Iglesias has nudged Sharman out with an .879 save percentage, and Sharman's with .857. The goals against average, Alex Iglesias is leading the conference with slightly over half of a goal a game. And Sharman's coming in with exactly 1 goal per game at goals against average. Iglesias has had 4 get past him so far this season, and Sharman's had 5. Statistically speaking, we should have a great goalkeeper matchup. Until you look at the other statistics. Currently, in the Peach Belt Conference, Young Harris has 2 players tied for second with number of goals. You've got Carlos Gomez and Marco Micheletto, both with 4 goals apiece. Gomez being your last starter that I failed to mention just a moment ago. Assists, Macaulay King is tied for first in the conference with 4 assists. Points, Carlos Gomez and Marco Micheletto, again, they're tied for 4th with 8 points apiece. And shots, Young Harris has got 4 of the top 10 leaders in shots in the conference. Seba Andreasen is second with 27. Micheletto 4th with 23. Gomez is 9th with 17 shots. And Mikey Rowe brings in number 10 with 16 shots. So you could very well see an extremely busy night for Sharman in goal at for North Georgia. North Georgia with the first chance. Shot on goal saved by Iglesias. Young Harris in the white tops and socks with purple shorts. North Georgia in the gray with blue fade on the jersey. Mr. Jones with a ball over the top. Young Harris shot. Sharman gets the save, spills it, is able to cover his rebound. Good ball movement from Young Harris there. Good recognition of the full field switch. And caution issued to number 17, Josh Poole. Referee setting that precedent early in the game. We're liable to end this game with a lot of cautions, possibly some ejections. North Georgia wins the first corner of the match. North Georgia gets the redirection, scores the first goal. The Nighthawks really putting the pressure on early. Not much Iglesias could do on that. It was a flick near the front post, and it squeaked in by the back post. Side netting on the back of the side of the goal.
University of North Georgia goal scored by number 9, Alex Grant. His 4th of the season, off an assist for number 13, Carl Ludwig Erickson. Time of the goal, 5 minutes, 32 seconds. North Georgia leads 1-0.
Young Harris have to battle back, but it's early. They can do this. North Georgia getting exactly what they wanted, an early goal to put the pressure on. Their hope is that Young Harris will have to stretch themselves now to equalize, which will leave Young Harris open for the counterattack. Goal was scored by Alex Grant. He was assisted by Carl Ludwig Erickson off the set piece corner kick. Harris looking for Donnie down the left side. Nicoletto with the shot blocked. Closed down very quickly. And Harris back out to the left side. The shot goes over the crossbar. Be a goal kick. North Georgia fortunate not to have picked up a caution on that holding foul, blatant as that was. Young Harris again looking for that long ball over the top to the left side. This time he's offside. And Harris drives deep down in the corner. Nothing comes of it. Oh, Young Harris with a great ball. Offside. I believe that was Andreasen wishing for offside. A clearly biased crowd tonight. Nice tackle by North Georgia to keep the ball on their offensive half of the field. Young Harris regains possession. North Georgia deflection out for a Young Harris throw. Neither team has enjoyed an extended period of possession yet.
Sept, see for your central there. Sept, get central. If you're central, then you can play second.
Young Harris able to put some pressure on North Georgia, force a throw in. Referee conferring with his assistant referee on this. There's possibility of an offside on that. And they do, after the conference, view it as offside. Coach McKeever's question is wondering why the assistant's flag is not up.
Why is your flag not up?
Assistant doing what he's trained to do. I don't necessarily agree with the decision by the center. I feel that it did come off of a defender. But they say it did not ricochet off of a defender, thus rendering the Young Harris player offside. Foul by North Georgia. Sam Jones will take the free kick. Decides to just go sideways. Retain possession, try and work up from the back. That's not a bad idea. There's not much available. Again, Young Harris really working that left side. Attempts to switch field, unable to control it, goes out for a North Georgia goal kick. Ball goes out for a North Georgia corner. Number 13, Carl Erickson, really starting to assert himself down this side for North Georgia. This time ball flies all the way through the backside of the box to a Young Harris player. Plays it off of a North Georgia player out for a throw-in. This time Young Harris not offside. They beat the trap, played the ball back into the top of the box. Unfortunately, no one there. Marco Micheletto out of nowhere to make a sliding tackle of the ball to retain possession for Young Harris. Marco again, left-footed shot sails just over the crossbar. Mr. Moon apologizes for an incorrect score for a little bit there. In his defense, we cannot see the scoreboard from our location. We're completely blocked by a cinder block wall. And Harris earns a throw in. Long throw by King. Header saved by Sharman. Number 15, Alex Jack, will be entering the game for Young Harris. Looks like he'll be replacing Mikey Rowe.
Checking into the match for the Mountain Lions, number 15, Alex Jack.
Harris was a driven ball into the top of the penalty area, still retaining possession. And Harris keeping the high pressure up, causes the turnover. And the shot goes wide. Appears to have been deflected by the goalkeeper, going out for a Young Harris corner. If that's the case, that's a great save by Sharman. Young Harris resets. Another well-driven ball in, header right to the goalkeeper. Jones back to Iglesias. Chip ball by Hadani, just a little too far. Ball pulled in by the North Georgia keeper again. He's had a busy first half. Young Harris really seems to have decided to focus since giving up that goal, and they have been able to string together a lot of possession, create opportunities. Another shot and an excellent save from the North Georgia keeper, rising to meet that one-handed push it over the crossbar. It was a blistered shot. If I remember correctly, the last time these two teams met was the Peach Belt Conference Tournament semifinals last season, and Young Harris won 4-3. They went up early, held a very comfortable lead, and in the second half, North Georgia really fought hard to get back in and make it a tight, close game at the end. Oh, a great flick on header by Alex Jack. Another corner kick for Young Harris. Young Harris electing for the short kick. Collie King hustling back to keep possession of the ball after the corner kick. Young Harris does give it back. Young Harris wins the throw. I think so. I believe it's still going, John. I didn't see him give the signal to stop. It is still clicking away, yes, sir. Harris again driving. North Georgia with good defensive play to put the ball out for a throw and slow it down a little bit. Andreasen working hard to keep pressure up top. Nice read by Poole to intercept that ball. Mehdi Hadani with a bad touch, gives the ball away. North Georgia looking to switch it quickly. Right now it kind of looks like North Georgia's fairly content to absorb most of the pressure and attempt for a counter. Number 27, Gustavo Alensar, waiting to come in for North Georgia, along with another player, unable to see his numbers, covered up by the training bib. Harris seems to have just slowed down a little bit here in the last moment or two. Interception by Young Harris, bad touch, gives it right back to North Georgia. Offside on North Georgia. Nice clearance by Iglesias to flick on. North Georgia has to play it out for another Young Harris throw. Ball persons on the far side of the field have had quite a busy half so far. A few of those clearances have gone out into the parking lot. And number 15 is the other player for North Georgia, Evan Davis. Number 13, Connor Stanley, waiting to come in for Young Harris at the next substitution availability.
Checking in for North Georgia, number 15, Evan Davis, and number 27, Gustavo.
And the ball goes out for a North Georgia corner. North Georgia with a shot. The player in an offside position ends up interfering with the goalkeeper's ability.
I know he does every time he comes here. Just leave him alone.
Young Harris with the foul, North Georgia with the free kick near midfield. Ball goes out for Young Harris goal kick. Connor Stanley will be making his way in now. Placing Mehdi Hadani.
Checking in for the Mountain Lions, number 13, Connor Stanley.
Harris whistled for another foul. Number 11, Rami Bakey, waiting to come in for North Georgia. King with a nice inviting ball into the box. Young Harris not able to get on the end of it. And North Georgia pushing.
Checking in for North Georgia, number 11, Rami Bakey.
Nice defensive pick there from Young Harris. Not moving out of their half of the field extremely quickly, though. Marco with the ball looking to push the issue now. Goes out wide on the left. Young Harris with the shot, Sharman with another save. Sharman has definitely had a good first half. King looking for something, holds the ball too long, gets double team, gives it away. North Georgia on the break. King should have listened to his defense that was right behind him, calling for the ball. North Georgia with an effort deflected. The ball ends up going out for North Georgia throw. Number 16, Matthew Abreu coming in for North Georgia.
Checking in for North Georgia, number 16, Matthias Abreu.
Keep him there. Something positive. Something positive. Deliver. Deliver. Deliver.
for another North Georgia throw.
Romy! Don't get charged out!
Coach, it's not number 4. Coach, it's not number 4. You're misunderstanding what he's been saying.
North Georgia attempting to strike anything that might go toward the goal of Young Harris. And another clock stoppage waiting on this throw in. .735 left. North Georgia with a very good defensive effort to chase back, play the ball out for a throw in.
Daniel, pull him back in. Mata. You're in Marco.
Young Harris with the throw in. The first header flicked. The second one goes just over the crossbar. Young Harris throw. Number 20, Francisco Aliciardi, waiting to come in from North Georgia. North Georgia with another shot on goal. Iglesias with the save. Looked to play it out quickly, but nothing developed. Plays the ball long, it'll go from keeper to keeper. Deep ball into Iglesias. He punts from the top of his area. Defensive header by North Georgia ends up going straight to the goalkeeper. Young Harris looking to put something together here. Loses the footing. Young Harris whistled for the foul. As far as fouls go in this game, that wasn't one. Young Harris earns a throw here at midfield. We've got a clock stoppage for an injured player from North Georgia. Number 7, Jared Smalley, entering the game.
Checking in for North Georgia was number 7, Jared Smalley.
Both teams turning the ball over in rapid succession here the last few minutes. And Young Harris issued another caution. In-swinging ball, met by Iglesias in the air. Tries to play out quickly to Sabo Andreasen, but 1 against 3, it was never really looking positive for him on that. Marlon Montanello with the decent defense sends the ball out for a throw-in. North Georgia finally get a chance to bring number 20 in. Francisco Aliciardi.
One minute remaining in the first half of play.
1 minute left in the first half for anybody that didn't hear. Mr. McEachern, Sports Information Director for Young Harris College. George able to clear the line. Georgia throw here.
9, 8, 7,
being no rush to take
6,
it. We'll be most
5,
likely going into
4,
halftime with that.
3, 2, 1, 0. Your score at the half: University of North Georgia 1, Young Harris College 0.
North Georgia 1, Young Harris nil at half. Your
Just a
goal.
reminder to be sure to stop by the concession stand. They have water, soda, and candy for $1. Popcorn, hot dogs,
Came from
and
number 9,
Powerade for
Alex
$2.
Grant, assisted by number 13, Carl Ludwig Erickson.
Just a reminder, we'll be conducting the crossbar.
Young Harris
challenge
picked up
during
2
halftime.
cautions in the first half. The first one was issued to number
On the home
17,
goal,
Josh Poole.
on the home end of the field.
Uncertain who the
$1
second
per
one was
try.
issued to at this
All
time. I'll
money
have that
goes to
information
Make a
for you
Wish.
when we come back from
Winner
halftime.
who hits the crossbar wins a $25 gift card to the White Sea Bookstore. Anyone that wants to participate in the crossbar challenge, please come down to the field at this time. It's $1 per try, and just a reminder, the money raised goes to Make a Wish.
The second winner was Colson. Thank you for everybody that came out. The money goes to Make-A-Wish Foundation.
And we're about ready to start the second half. Tonight's matchup between Young Harris Mountain Lions and the University of North Georgia Nighthawks. A little bit of stats from the first half. North Georgia goalkeeper Matt Sharman had 5 saves. Alex Iglesias for Young Harris had 3. North Georgia with 6 shots total in the first half. Young Harris almost doubling that with 11. Both squads each ended with 3 corner kicks apiece. And in the foul department, a little bit one-sided. Young Harris whistled 8 times, North Georgia only twice. We start the second half, North Georgia up 1-0. North Georgia in the gray and blue, Young Harris in the white with purple shorts. Fully expect Young Harris to press the issue from the start as they've got kickoff for the second half. Imagine North Georgia will attempt to absorb as much pressure as they can and hope for a counterattack, but who knows, they may surprise. Looks like they're trying to come out with high press to start. This game should open up fairly quickly here in the second half, as Young Harris is going to have to stretch themselves in an attempt to score. there, Young Harris earning a little bit. Gets a throw in. Ball back in quickly. Micheletto in the middle of the field to King. Back to Micheletto. Young Harris quick to put the ball back into play, not trying to set up a training set piece. Young Harris whistled for offside. Mikey Rowe looks to have switched sides for the second half. I think he just likes trying to stay close to the camera, so he's always on this side of the field. And we've got a stoppage. We've got a head contact for Mehdi Hadani here at the middle of the field. Trainer's been called on already. Marco Micheletto, the captain for Young Harris, trying to have a word with the official. Donnie's got to step off as the trainer was called for him. We start with the drop ball. North Georgia just playing it back sportsmanlike to the Young Harris keeper. Let it go out for a goal kick so Hadani can sub back in immediately. And now we're going back to action. Young Harris looking to play out of the back. North Georgia doing a good job of the high press to start with. Not letting Young Harris get comfortable with the ball. North Georgia with a nice switch into the middle of the field, now going down the far side. They're going to have an opportunity for a shot. Deflected by Young Harris. Another shot, pulls it just over the crossbar.
Marco, and here, just be looking. So when we lose the ball, you know what's happening. Get your shape. Get two. Hey, Charlie, drop. Cover. No, Jay, you're too high. No foul. Yes, Mateus. Open your body.
Young Harris was issued 2 cautions in the first half. The first one at the 5:02 mark, issued to number 17, Josh Poole. The second issued to number 6, Danny Fisher, at the 43:06 mark.
Jerry, you can't afford. Hey, get connected. Get it. Hey, get out of the slide.
Young Harris with the cross. Played out for a throw by North Georgia.
Don't get dragged down, Bennett. Open your body.
Nate Fisher's showing good closing speed there. Retained the ball for Young Harris. Iglesias with the clearance all the way to the far side. North Georgia lucky not to be punished on that mistake. Ball took a bounce and was falling down in no man's land. It was not in a good spot for the central defender, and it was too far out for the goalkeeper to come handle. Defender tried to head it back. Very, very dangerous. Young Harris player in between both of them.
Open your body, Jazz. Pressure!
Young Harris with the shot. Saved by Sharman, spilled. He's able to gather it back up before Young Harris has a retry. That should be a caution. Yes, we're stopping the clock. He's got the yellow out. Caution issued, 38:45 left in the second half. Number 12, Aaron Ozer. Number 22, Ivan Asimovich. And one other player waiting to come in for North Georgia be number 25, Michael Aiken. Harris with possession and flick, and they win a free kick up near the top of the box. And another caution issued to North Georgia for the crunching tackle. Card issued to Daniel Bennett, North Georgia. Young Harris with the wasted opportunity sends it well over the goal. And a nice flick over by North Georgia. Ball finally cleared out by Iglesias, and Young Harris with an opportunity now. Sharman with an excellent save. Ends up pushing the ball wide for a corner. Young Harris with the free header off the bar. Ball still being spilled around, not able to be put into the back of the net. Out for a goal kick.
Hey, stand down from not talking to Evan Davis. We got a board not to talk essentially.
Player for Young Harris was absolutely unguarded, had a free header on goal. Sharman did a great job of getting in the way, deflecting that up off of the crossbar.
Mikey, I need your 9, mate. I need your mic. Just go 7.
You understand? Hey, that can't happen there. You need to talk to each other to win the ball the first time. Ain't covered.
Jump again. Oh! Right there's good. 6. Right there's good. Many feet. Marco.
Nicoletta was able to control that last throw in, even though he had a back brace all over him.
Hey, for Evan! There! 7!
North Georgia still persisting with this high pressure. Hoping to cause a turnover, and they just about have. Manages to find its way all the way through to North Georgia goalkeeper. North Georgia with a dangerous ball into the penalty area. Finds the feet of Young Harris. North Georgia gets numbers back. Ends up giving up a corner kick. Young Harris with the well-driven corner. North Georgia puts out on the opposite side of the goal for another corner kick. Just change directions and try it again. Cries for a handball. Go unheard by the official. Number 13, Carl Erickson, waiting to come back in for North Georgia. Long throw by Young Harris. Caught by Sharman. He almost overran the ball, almost ran underneath it, had to try and reach back to catch it. He was able to hold on to it.
keep playing, boys. Come on. Chase.
North Georgia will finally have a chance to get that substitution in as they finally earn a throw.
Come on, let's go. Don't kill the yellows.
Gustavo thought he was going to waste a little time there, taking a good long while to get off the field. The referee wasn't having it, restarted play. Aiken with a great touch ends up nutmegging Danny Fisher. Young Harris regains possession quickly. Marco Micheletto earns a free kick. North Georgia player impeded him and thus caused him the foul, but I think he got the raw end of the deal out of it anyway. So he was slow to get up.
Don't give them chances.
No question as to who'll be taking this set piece. Micheletto plays short to Jones. Sprays the ball well wide of the goal.
Stand them up, stand them up.
Another opportunity wiped away for the Mountain Lions. North Georgia able to find Aiken over here on the near side of the field with a lot of space. Young Harris closes down quickly. Doesn't want to give him much time at all. He is a very quick player. Good defense earns a goal kick for Young Harris.
Michael, track, please.
Micheletto finds Rowe in the box, who's taken down, but the referee does not blow the whistle. Says no way. Offside on North Georgia. And Harris very quickly puts the ball back into play. Miscommunication by young Harris there. Swing it out to Fisher. Back into the middle of the pool. Up to King. Mikey Rowe. Eddie Hadani with the overlapping run. Mikey keeps driving center. Jones plays back out wide, a little too short. North Georgia wins the ball. Danny Fisher. North Georgia ends up recovering the ball in midfield. Plays out wide, players slipping now. Poole losing his feet, but not giving up. Puts his head on the ball. Knocks it away from the North Georgia player where he can't play it. Ball eventually squirts out on the other side of the field for a young Harris throw. A lot of players starting to slip as the temperature drops a little bit. A little bit of dew starting to fall. Young Harris putting tremendous pressure on the back line of North Georgia. They have to play the ball out for a throw. Young Harris quickly puts the ball back in, looking to cross. Young Harris earns another free kick, corner of the penalty area. Sharman calling for a four-man wall. Young Harris just misses on the kick. Rowe wins the flick header to Mehdi Hadani, driving inside the box. Referee says no handling of the ball. Gomez controlling Mountain Lions. Gomez gets the shot off with the weaker left. Straight at Sharman. Took a good position. Young Harris really having to press the issue. They're starting to run out of time. Bad touch like that sure doesn't help. North Georgia will be glad to eat up as much of the clock as they can with that. Number 9, Alex Grant coming back in for North Georgia. 14, Seba Andreasen for Young Harris. 2, Carl Brandstrom entering. And number 16 for Young Harris, James Thomas entering the game. Colley able to pick out Micheletto on the far side with a wonderful ball in. Gets played around Brandstrom with the attempt to center, deflected out by North Georgia for a Young Harris corner kick. Young Harris denied yet again. And the flag goes up for offside. Find Carl over here on the near side. And the ball goes out for another Young Harris corner. Keeper unable to control that. And there it is, the goal for Young Harris. Seba Andreasen with the deflection header. Short corner and North Georgia fell asleep on it, didn't follow defensive assignments. Didn't realize the ball was back in. We have a tie game. Game will see a lot of action in this last 17 or so minutes. Both teams are going to try and push for that winner.
Young Harris goal scored by number 14, Seba Andreasen. Off an assist. That was his third goal of the year. Off an assist from number 3, Macaulay King, and number 11, Carlos Gomez. Time of the goal, 72-33.
Macaulay King with the service for
Andreasen
Andreasen's
from
goal.
Macaulay King and
Secondary
Carlos
assist
Gomez.
by Carlos Gomez. Off of the short corner. It was well positioned and well played by Young Harris. Danny Fisher wins the challenge in midfield. Young Harris turns, pushes again. Mountain Lions earn another free kick. Very edge of the box, I have to agree. That was outside the box where the foul occurred, regardless of whether he falls inside of it or not. Again, Young Harris with the set piece in very, very dangerous position.
Hey, if you want to be a champion, you got to play like one.
Stinging drive. Deflection out for a Young Harris Mountain Lions corner kick.
Alex, do us favors, just come around there, yes?
Young Harrison and some of the taller players up. Sharman does a good job of holding onto the ball, picking it clean out of the air.
Jared, no, we don't want it there. Put it down.
Young Harris, the ball back in the North Georgia penalty area again. Ball goes out for a goal kick. Number 9, Mikey Rowe, coming in for Carl Brandstrom.
Hey, you want to be all conference, you got to show it. You got to show it. Double down. Double down. Don't watch. Double down.
Young Harris possession down in the attacking third. Nothing develops. Bring the ball all the way back to midfield, where they give the ball away.
This way. This way.
Ball goes well wide out for a North Georgia corner kick. Both of these teams will be in action again this Saturday. Young Harris travels to Aiken, South Carolina, where they'll have a doubleheader, women and then men, against USC Aiken. And Flagler will be traveling to Dahlonega to face North Georgia. Again, that's this Saturday. More conference play continues. Ball Ball goes all the way through to Sharman. Collects it.
Yeah, we got challenge! Seconds!
He definitely uses every bit of his penalty area to get the punts out.
Hey, be threatening with your passes! Bounce up a little! Come on, seconds! Cover!
Young Harris with the cheap turnover. Mikey Rowe working hard to win it back.
We know where the pass has to go.
It's the type of hustle we've grown accustomed to seeing out of Mikey. Ball played across to him. Comes up limping a little bit. Looks like he may have taken a wrong step trying to sprint to that ball. It's coming across for him. Number 10, Gabrielle Garcia, ready to check in for North Georgia. Mikey with the chest. Cross back into the goal. Sharman handles it. Distributes the ball back out. North Georgia quickly.
Get in behind them!
Lacius comes out. Ball played away by the defender. Across the box. Fortunate for Young Harris. North Georgia not able to get on the end of that. Andreasen taking 2-on-1, still possessing the ball, looking for help. Plays the ball out cross. Young Harris with the weak chest. North Georgia gains possession. Referee lets play continue with advantage.
Come on, Marco!
Young Harris manages to steal the ball. Andreasen with the shot. Sharman's right there.
Alex, come on, come on, come on, come on. That is girl, Jordan, in! Let's fix it, boys! Let's find it out.
Hey, you gotta find a way.
Number 15, Alex Jock, ready to check back in for Young Harris as well.
Seconds.
Referee!
Quiet!
How is that not a pick? He's coming now against us all night!
Go!
Let's go, Jared. Come on. Finish it out. Finish it out.
Cover, foul, central.
North Georgia earning the throw in. Well into Young Harris territory. Shot nowhere near goal. Young Harris with the goal kick. Young Harris with the throw in there. Andreasen with a good chest of the ball down to Micheletto, who earns another free kick. The top of the arc. Free kick will be from 22 yards out, 22-23. The way Sharman's played tonight, though, it'd be hard-pressed to beat him from a free kick like that. It'd have to be something super special. Low driven ball around the wall, but Sharman holds on to it.
Evan, stay on your feet, stand them up. Get him behind them.
Carlos looking for help. Got a little bit from Mikey. Going down the far side. Jack with the ball in. Andreasen, the header, but couldn't get much on it. He was having to come back out to try and get that.
Back in, back in, back in, back in! Come on!
And here's with the silly foul there. And 27, Gustavo Alenciar, ready to check back in for North Georgia.
Come on, boys. Less than a second. Come on, Daniel. Come on, Josh. Help.
Good ball into the penalty area from North Georgia, handled for the most part by Young Harris. Ball finally goes out for a Young Harris throw. Young Harris with an ill-advised short throw to goalkeeper Iglesias, who's immediately put under pressure, hits a sky ball. North Georgia's finally settled with the ball. Referee says no penalty there, no foul. Time running out for both teams in regulation. Harris earns another free kick.
What we talk about?
Micah with a well-driven ball in. Young Harris with the header. Back the opposite direction, goes just left wide of the post. Minute left in regulation.
One more chance, boys, yes? One more chance.
1 minute remaining in regulation play.
Very, very dangerous challenge. Players flying through the air there. Harris going to make one last push to try and get a late game winner here in regulation. Collie King. Headed ball, back in. Third header, and it goes over the crossbar. Out for a goal kick.
Ten, 9, 8,
Looks like
7,
we'll be going to
6,
overtime.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Your score at the end of regulation: Young Harris College 1, the University of North Georgia 1. After a 5-minute break, we'll play up to 2 10-minute sudden death halves. First goal wins. If it is tied after 20 minutes, it will remain tied.
Those of you that didn't hear McEachern, they'll have a 5-minute rest. And we'll start the first of 2 possible 10-minute overtime periods. It is golden goal. So if either team scores in the overtime periods, that is the end of the game. If we go through 2 10-minute overtime periods and it's still tied, the game will end in a draw. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with you shortly before the overtime period starts. Welcome back. We're about to start the first period of overtime, tied 1-1. In this Battle of Blood Mountain contest. North Georgia with a quick foul to start.
How far back are we going? How far back are we going? Good. Jordan, double down. Come on, Marco. Come on, boy. Come on, then, fellas. Number 10.
Couple of lighthearted appeals for a handball there. Not real sure that was the case either.
How much time does he have?
Micah turns, has time, finally put under pressure by North Georgia, finds Danny Fisher.
Jared, he's going backwards. He's going backwards. Defending 101.
For Carlos Gomez, who went and draws the foul. Young Harris with the quick ball in. Turn shot well wide and high of the goal. Looked like he just got wide-eyed and just went wild. He had time to measure it up and take a well-struck shot. I think he was trying to be the hero just to end the game early. He had a little bit more opportunity. And there is a handling by North Georgia.
Cover! Who's covering? Cover!
Josh Poole finds Marco on the near side, who then tries to find Danny Fisher. Isn't quite able to get that done. Ball goes all the way back to Iglesias.
Where's my cover?
Montanello winning the header. Michael Aiken about ready to check back in for North Georgia. Young Harris with the low ball in. Not able to capitalize. Gomez. First touch carried it just a little away. Really hustle back all the way to midfield, try to win that ball back.
Open your body up, Soto.
He's getting a little heated here at the Battle of Blood Mountain. Again, the close proximity of the schools creates for a natural rivalry. Battle of Blood Mountain is an annual contest between the two schools with all shared sporting events. It's a point awarded system for wins and draws. Calculate the totals, the points won for the entire athletic year. Young Harris earns a corner kick. Looks like Michelotto might be cramping a little bit after that run and Challenge from North Georgia. Trying to stretch out real quick. Young Harris denied on that corner kick. Ends up going out for a goal kick. Michael Aiken will now have the chance to come back in.
Finish it out, boys. Finish it out.
Martha, the one with 3 up top, you got to start on your left.
Young Harris with the throw in.
There's numbers up there, guys. Martha, stand, please.
Nicoletto with the ball at his feet, finds Mikey Rowe.
We're in dead space.
Has a chance to turn, pokes out wide, beats the North Georgia defender. Took himself out of the play, finds Danny Fisher. Coming up from behind, Fisher with the ball in. Young Harris, a couple players trying to get on it. North Georgia gets 3 defenders in, able to get the ball out. Out for another Young Harris throw. Young Harris with the offside whistle. Young Harris has definitely had the lion's share of possession this match. They've just not been able to capitalize on a lot of chances. North Georgia attempting to waste as much of the clock as possible without making it look like that's what they're doing. Obviously not doing a very good job of it. I think they're kind of happy to play for a draw at this point. Macca looking for the long switch. Low ball in. Covered by North Georgia. Plays out to Aiken. He's fast, but he can't even catch up to that. North Georgia look to keep Young Harris pinned back in their defensive third.
One minute remaining in the first overtime.
Thank you.
Ball ends up out for a North Georgia corner kick.
9,
Iglesias
8,
parries it out.
7, 6,
Opposite
5,
side of the field
4,
for North Georgia throw-in.
3,
That'll take us to the
2,
end of the first overtime
1,
period.
0.
Still tied 1-1. Players will have a really brief break, change sides, and we'll go for another 10 minutes or until one team puts one in the back of the net first. Players from each side stretching out, trying to relieve some cramping issues. Unseasonably warm today.
Come on, Sanchez. Come on, Carlos. Come on, boys. Come on. Come on, Marlon. Read the play, son.
About to start the second overtime period. Again, it play to 10 minutes or whoever scores first. Marlon Montanello with the good defensive work. Gains possession for Young Harris. Young Harris driving down the far side looking for the cross. Had Marco Micheletto wide open in the middle of the field. Nobody within 20 yards of him calling for the ball. For some reason, did not attempt to find him. And Harris picks up the caution there.
Set it up. Set it up.
I believe that was Macaulay King picking up the caution.
Joyce,
Harris draws the foul there after a couple clearances from the set piece kick from North Georgia. Glacius looking to play the long ball from the free kick. Not real sure why. Young Harris had a couple of short options just to get the ball back in play and build up possession. Young Harris wins the ball back in midfield. Leto to Jones. Jones to Mikey. Mikey out wide. Shot taken. Deflected out for a corner kick. Young Harris appealing for another handball. The referee having nothing to do with it. And Young Harris with the flick-in winner off of the corner kick. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the match. Young Harris finally with the deserved win. North Georgia with the very early goal. And Young Harris controlling pretty much the entire game after that. That goal was put in by Carlos Gomez, number 11.
Young Harris goal scored by number 11, Carlos Gomez. His 5th of the season. Off an assist for number 3, Macaulay King.
Macaulay King with the corner kick for yet another assist.
That's Gomez's 5th from King. Young Harris.
That'll bring Young Harris to 6-1-1, 2-0-0 in conference play. And University of North Georgia will now be 4-4 overall with 1-0-1 in conference play. I'd like to. And this here Wednesday night Battle of Blood Mountain, the Mountain Lions versus the Night Hawks. It was not the right night for the Night Hawks. Young Harris women get their first ever points against the University of North Georgia with a 2-0 victory. And Young Harris with the 2-1 double overtime sudden death victory. And that'll wrap things up for us on the Young Harris Mountain Lions Sports Network, brought to you by Ridgeline TV. We hope you all have a wonderful evening. We'll see you next time.